ma'am. I'm Jeron M. Paculana, one of the members of the group that are tasked to discuss about gender issues that are prominent in our country. So, in the data that we gathered from 2017 to 2020, our rank in gender equality have lowered. The result could only mean that more men have increased their capabilities or the more information drive is required to reach women's empowerment. The Philippines has one of the lowest rates of gender disparity in the world in the Global Gender Gap Index 2020. The Philippines ranked 16 out of 153 countries for gender equality. The Philippines ranked higher than any other Asia Pacific countries. These rules ranging between the mother's traditional position, looking after children, and household to education.
Restriction on clothing. Upon the pretext that women should not flaunt their beauty, women in many conservative communities have to wear the complete body burqa coupled with loose-fitting clothes when they are not in public as an interpretative exegesis of the Sharia law. Many world leaders like UK Prime Minister Theresa may have spoken against the issues, which is very pervasive in Saudi Arabia, Gambia, Sudan, and North Korea. It's like a religion like Muslim that women should wear complete clothes for girls.
These are one example of gender issue prominent in the Philippines that is not being allowed to travel. In some extreme cases, women are not allowed to leave the country without the consent of their husband up until the age of 40. Single women are required to task their father for permission. For example, the captain Iranian women's soccer team's banned from taking part in the Women's Futsal Championship of Malaysia in 2015 by their husband as it was in violation of Islamic law.
Honor killing. So honor killing, this is a deplorable practice that revolves around the hidebound idea that girls have to uphold to supposed circuit of their families and abide by the patriarchal demand of the society. Honor killing is largely attributed to the poor education system and defective government legislation among rural communities.
So, good day everyone. My name is Jason Ruiz Tagat. The topic is all about female genital mutilation. This problem is prevalent in sub-Saharan African countries, Egypt and other countries, South Asia due to lack of sex education and awareness. The practice stems from a fundamentalist cultural ideology still held by many traditions communities, based on ensuring a girl's fidelity before marriage. It is one of the very direct examples of gender discriminations and is a human rights violation. It results in a severe pain, difficulties in urinations and spread of infections. So, female genital mutilations is also known as a female genital cutting mutilation. Female genital mutilations or FGM non-medical practice that removes female genital organs. So this is violations against women and girls. So is a this is the two types of female genital mutilation: child abuse, sexual assault. So that's all, and thank you.
Number 6 is lack of legal rights. This form of gender discrimination is ubiquitous in many countries, from child custody and rape laws This word term encompasses many aspects where women are not given enough legal counsel. So there are countries the spousal rape is not criminalized. Like women complaints with the police and the police have never materialized like this or wala nila prioritize ni nga law. So that's all.
My topic about of freedom of marriage. According to the UN, 40% of young women in South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa are married. By age 18, child marriage not only increase the chance of complication of giving birth that often prove fatal, but also contravenes the fundamental human right of choice of partnership. In Pakistan, women are expected to accept arranged marriage, and refusal can lead to honor killings that typically go uncontested by the government. That's all my report, ma'am. Thank you.
Next is the discriminatory divorce rights. In most of the Middle East countries are governed by religious ideals, and gender equality is pervasive. So in my own point view, society based on the cultures, men are mostly likely into a divorce system. It was likely people inherit from the past that men are superior unto her than women. They can easily retrieve strength in my own circumstances whereas women are that ones who suffer a lot of sins. We all know women as an individual possesses sensitive behavioral from that alone inequality sprouts. Thank you.
So next is violence. Gender inequality, unequal legal rights make women increasingly vulnerable to violence. One of the most abused forms of violence against women in the world today is that of spousal rape. Indians recently ruling that rape laws do not apply to married couples clearly illustrates that sexual subjugation and violence to which women remain exposed. So example is gender violence, rape, sexual assault, intimate partner violence in heterosexual and same-sex partnership, sexual harassment.
Female infanticide. Unfortunately, this practice is rather prevalent among rural communities in India, Pakistan, and China. For example, China's one-child policy has contributed to this issue. Boys are taught to galvanize the financial security of the family, while women are treated as burden and often seen only in a child bearer and caretaker of household. In some regions, there are as low as 300 girls for every 1,000 boys. Moreover, Biti Bachoy, Biti Padhao, or Save Girls, Teach Girls in India, and a social reform initiative that is cracking down on a related issue like child marriage.